What gives us the strength to change? The promise of tomorrow. You have probably experienced this moment before, a night when you decide that tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow you will exercise. Tomorrow you will use your time better. Tomorrow you will finally start the thing you have been postponing for weeks, months, or even years. That night, everything feels possible. There is motivation. There is hope. And for a moment, you truly believe that this time will be different. When good intentions meet resistance, but then morning arrives, and something strange happens. Your goal has not changed. Your dream has not changed. Your decision has not changed. But suddenly, a familiar voice appears. Not today. Start tomorrow. You are tired. One more day will not matter. And before change even begins, everything quietly returns to where it was. If this experience feels familiar, you are not alone. It is one of the most common experiences in human life. But this raises an important question. If we genuinely want to change, what keeps stopping us? Why knowledge is not the problem. Most people think the problem is a lack of knowledge. They think they need another book, another video, another strategy, another piece of advice. But the truth is that most people already know what they should do. They know they should exercise more. They know they should waste less time. They know they should take more responsibility for their lives. They know they should build better habits. Knowledge exists, but action does not. And perhaps this is where the real struggle begins. The moment we must act. The moment we must leave comfort behind. The moment we must do something that is not immediately enjoyable. The tension between growth and safety. The human mind is naturally drawn toward what is familiar, even when the familiar is not helping us. Because familiar things feel safe. They feel predictable. Change is different. Change brings uncertainty. Change brings discomfort. And change often brings resistance. This is why many people make decisions, but far fewer continue. And the interesting thing is that this resistance is not a sign of weakness. It is not something that only happens to you. It is part of being human. Part of us wants growth, and another part wants safety. Many of life's most important battles happen between these two forces, the limits of willpower. This is where willpower becomes important. Willpower is the ability to take the next step, even when we do not feel like it, even when it is uncomfortable, even when there are many excuses available. But there is an important truth. Willpower alone is not enough. No human being is motivated all the time. No human being is energetic all the time. And no human being is strong every day. If change depended entirely on motivation, very little change would ever happen. Motivation comes and goes. Emotions rise and fall. Circumstances change. Life becomes busy. Unexpected problems appear, and the initial excitement slowly fades away. So, what makes the difference? The power of consistency. Perhaps the answer is not found in a big decision. Perhaps the answer is not where most people are looking. Perhaps the answer is hidden in something much simpler. Consistency. Returning again. Getting up after falling. Continuing after a difficult day. Continuing after failure. Continuing after disappointment. Because in real life, the most successful people are not always the most talented. They are not always the strongest, but they often share one important quality. They return, again and again. They begin again, again and again. They continue, again and again. As Angela Duckworth wrote, enthusiasm is common, endurance is rare. And perhaps this is what many people overlook: how real change takes shape. Life rarely changes in a single day. It rarely changes because of a single decision. Real change is built through hundreds of small actions, actions repeated over time, actions performed on ordinary days, days when nobody is watching, days when motivation is nowhere to be found, days when the only thing left is the decision to continue. Slowly, what was once difficult becomes normal, and what was once normal begins to disappear. This is how change happens, not through a sudden burst of motivation, not through a powerful emotion, but through the ability to continue, especially on the days when continuing is difficult. Looking beyond behavior. But one deeper question still remains. If we want to change our lives, are we only changing our behaviors, or are we changing something deeper? Perhaps the real root lies in our identity, and that is the important question we will explore in the next chapter.